miracle, sure.
We keep having all these problems, how we gonna solve them? Every day it's the same thing. All these unsolved issues, I guess it's official. Here we go again, the same old thing. And I'm tired of arguing and lying, so goodbye.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's your girl, Miracle Sims, and you're listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration, the juice. It is August the 2nd, 2024, and today the topic is, we're not in Kansas anymore. Happy Friday. Yes, happy Friday, everybody. I hope you guys had a wonderful Thursday. Mine was just fine. Yes, mine was good overall. Y'all pretty much got my highlights from yesterday because I recorded way late yesterday, as y'all already know. But yeah, so I don't think I have anything else of significance to share about that. Once I got done doing the late juice, I just pretty much chilled. I was just pretty much chilling, trying to woosah and everything like that. Yeah, that's all I can really say and share at the moment. I'm trying to think, like, was there anything else of significance, but I can't think of anything at the moment. I did wake up around 4 something, around the time that I'm supposed to. I guess at the sound of my alarm. And so I've been up pretty much ever since then. But obviously, you know, your girl's recording around noon. So what happened, Miracle? Well, real quick, I was working on some things. So I had this client that, booked me to read their children's book, and it was the quietest it's been in the past few days. So I was like, let me go on and get it knocked out while it's super quiet. So that's something I was doing this morning before my little guy got up. And then after editing that and doing all of that, I finally took time for me and him listen to the prayer meditation together and stuff like that. And then and that's when I got all over the place thinking about a lot of things, you know what I mean? I ended up kind of thinking about my anniversary coming up, even though I know my birthday is this month. We are technically in my birthday month officially. But I am thinking about our anniversary, which is technically next month. So I guess it's right on time of thinking and whatnot. So I was thinking about that. And then just thinking about everything. I mean, I took some time this morning, actually, at some point. I think it was before NJ got up and whatnot. I was kind of just reflecting on a lot. One of the things I ended up addressing this morning, because it seemed like a friend of mine, as I was doing my little random social media scrolling and thinking and, all of that type of stuff, I saw that, again, it seemed like we was on the same page in regards to the thoughts that we were having. And so I felt led to go ahead and just let her know that, hey, man, I am right there with you. Like, I actually was praying about it this morning as well. So, things truly, truly happen for a reason, which I guess this is a good segue into this conversation. No, I don't have anything against Kansas. I don't really hardly know anything about Kansas. Obviously, those in America and maybe around the world know that that's a very popular quote from The Wizard of Oz, where Dorothy says, Toto, I didn't write the whole quote, but, I believe we're not in Kansas anymore type of thing. And what ultimately led me to this conversation today is after I took that time and did all that stuff I was telling you all about. And I was trying to remember, because I felt like God had gave me something this morning when I was praying about, my issue or whatever. And I was like, didn't get a chance to make a note of what that was. And so I was like, Lord, I'm sorry. I should have just, went on ahead and studied or whatever the case may be. I don't remember what it was. And so I took some time because I was just all over the place and stuff. So I was like, Lord, just help me to, remember what it was, or give me what you want me to talk about today for the juice and whatnot. And so ultimately, I started to feel like, has anyone ever been in a place where you feel like, man, I feel like out of place? I feel like, the sore thumb that's sticking out. I feel like, yeah, those are good examples, right? Have you ever felt that way? Well, I'll tell you what, an even weirder feeling. And that's what I've been feeling over the past, I don't know how long, but maybe definitely over the past few months. And I think I've been expressing that in different ways, but here it is again, right? Not only have I felt that way, like I'm the odd man out, I'm the one that's like different or thinking differently or looking at things differently and stuff like that. But I'm also feeling like I'm in the right place at the right time at the same time. And y'all don't understand. Like I don't think I can sit here and try to really, really reiterate or try to really explain how weird of a place that is to be. Because it's like I know I'm in the right place, doing the right thing at the right time. I love being at the church and working there. I love everything I'm doing right now. I'm so grateful for being in this place of like I got my hustles. I got, I'm getting ready to embark on this journey with my son next week, which is going to be a brand new experience. Like I have no clue what that's all going to entail, but I'm hoping and praying for the best, and everything like that. And so I feel like I am right where I'm supposed to be. But then at the same time, I also feel like, man, again, like when I think about the job and things like that, I mean, I do feel like the odd man out in some ways because I feel like I'm not the only person on staff that's not there all the time, but I feel like I'm one of the only ones that's probably not there all the time. Then I feel weird because I feel like I look at things a little differently than probably everybody else do. And then, that's just work. Like, let's not even talk about, every other aspect of life and whatnot as well. And then again, at the same time, I'm very content. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, Lord, I'm grateful again for where you have me. I'm grateful for, being able to hustle from home. You establish different things that I can do from home and ways that I can get income and things of that nature. And then you've also allowed me to be able to be a learning coach to my son. And that's about to start. And it's a brand new experience that I'm excited about. But at the same time, I won't say I'm nervous about it, but I'm just like, I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know how it's going to look in our life and things like that. And so there's a lot, right, that is getting ready to really, really change. I already know that. And I know that we're getting ready to embark on 21 days of prayer at the church. And, and I'm expecting great, amazing things from that as well. So I don't know, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot going on in that regard. So I was taking time to kind of reflect on those things this morning. Yes, having a conversation over there with that chatholybible.com app. And at some point it started to talk about, it was encouraging me and letting me know that, hey, you're not the only one that feels this way, X, Y, and Z, and this is a part of being human. And it was explaining about, a lot of different things. And ultimately it got me thinking about those verses that talk about that God has gotten us out of the miry clay and has placed us on a solid foundation. And how weird that could be for somebody coming out of the dirt or the muck or the miry clay, right? Like if you never had a solid foundation and then now you're being placed on a solid foundation, then it's like, oh wait, I got to figure out how to maneuver now. You know what I'm saying? I got to figure out how to stand on this firm foundation. You know what I'm saying? I got to figure out how to walk and how to talk, and all the things are brand new. And so that was inspiring this morning. That is where the again, the inspiration for today's conversation came from. And I believe that God gave me a little bit of a word. So I'm going to share that, and hopefully it will be encouraging and inspiring to you. So yes, before I get into what I feel like to share, again, this is for people that are, if you're feeling like, again, out of place, or if you're feeling like confused, or if you're feeling like, wow, it's hard for me to accept the good things in life, or it's hard for me to receive it, or to, feel like, when is the other shoe gonna fall and things of that nature. Like, again, I told y'all how it's been like that for me multiple times in my life. Me and my husband, it was kind of like that, like, oh, let's give it a shot and see, and stuff like that. And here we are, almost at 8 years, you know what I'm saying? And not to say I'm still waiting for the shoe to fall or something, but it's just like, obviously it took me some time, right, to accept him as being a good thing, and probably vice versa, who knows. And so, yeah, like one, I think we got to understand that God has already done the thing. Like that was something I was reflecting on this morning, that it's already done. Like I thought that might have been the title as well, because I was like, he already did it. Like he died, he rose again, he made a way. It's done, right? So from there, again, it's all about accepting the gift. It's all about, you know, believing that it's done, you know, believing in him and that he did what he did. Like, so now we can go ahead and get into some verses, y'all. Okay. So this is what was standing out to me to share this morning. First I took a look at Psalm 103, and there was one verse that they had when I went to openbible.info, and I decided to go deeper, and I ended up listening to the entire thing. And I think it's good to reflect on. It's a good thing to, you know, either listen to that or read that to, I guess, understand how we can be grateful and thankful for, again, what God has done. So y'all can do that on your own time. But let me give you guys these verses. Psalm 40:2. It says, He drew me up from the pit of destruction, out of the miry bog, and set my feet upon a rock, making my steps secure. So, friends, I get it, man. It might be difficult, and you might feel weird, and it might be like, man, how can I walk and talk now? Like, I'm in a new place. You know what I mean? Like, I got new legs. You know what I mean? I get how that can be weird. And you're like, and that's how sometimes we go back to what we know, because it's like, it can't be like, I can't be in this brand new place, or I can't be brand new, or whatever the case may be. And that's what the enemy try to do as well, right? He try to say, oh, here's that thing that used to get you before, and things of that nature. And I think that the more that type of stuff happens, the more you will start to see like how much you have grown and changed, and become a new creation, as the Bible has told us that we are. So that's just something to think about. You know, I get it. It can be, you know, like I said, walking on new feet for the first time. But at the end of the day, again, there's something that should be encouraging and inspiring to know that, hey, man, it says here that he has set our feet upon a rock, making my steps secure. So even though it might be a little shaky, man, even though you might not be comfortable, and you're like, wait, I'm trying to figure out what's happening. You know, I used to be in this dark place, right? And now I'm in this place of light, or whatever the case may be, right? If this is resonating with you, I hope it is. Then that you're encouraged and inspired by this. You have been placed on a rock, man, and it's saying that your steps are secure. So we can have faith and trust God that this is accurate information. Here's another verse, y'all. Colossians 1:13. It says, He has delivered us from the domain of darkness and transferred us to the kingdom of his beloved Son. Listen, now, if I'm not mistaken, man, both of these that I just read is again past tense type things. I mean, it says he drew me up from the pit, and then this other one says he has delivered us from the domain of darkness. At the end of the day, again, friends, it's already done. Can we get excited about that, man? Can we get encouraged by that? Like, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter that the enemy tries to come with his temptations. He gonna do that. Life is gonna be life, and as they say. But at the end of the day, we don't have to fall for it again. We don't have to do that thing again. We don't have to accept it again. We don't have to believe it or anything like that again. Because again, we can start to believe that we are new, right? Start to believe that, you know what? I am on a firm foundation now. I see that God has me in a different place. I see that my mind is different. I see that I do things differently and things like that. I don't have to accept that. Matter of fact, get thee behind me, Satan. Because at the end of the day, you know where you're going, and there's no redemption for you. But hey, to God be the glory that there is for me. And so, man, I'm excited. I don't know if you are, but yeah, that's some good news to me. Now, Psalm 107:14 says, He brought them out of darkness and the shadow of death, and burst their bonds apart. So God be the glory for that, y'all. Come on, man. Those chains are broken. At the end of the day, we don't have to put them back on. And matter of fact, friend, if you do put them back on, the Bible is very clear that at the end of the day, it's like you going back to vomit and things of that nature. Like, you ain't got to go waddle in the mud no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, you was there, you might have had some chains on you before, but guess what, man? We can accept the gift. We can accept what Christ has done, and just walk through this open door. And that's ultimately the juice this morning, y'all. Look, we not in Kansas anymore, friends. You know what I'm saying? Total, we are not in Kansas anymore. At the end of the day, you know, we're in a brand new place, brand new creation. and we're free in Jesus' name. And that's the juice. Now, the Bible verse of today is Jeremiah 17:7. It says, "Blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord, and whose hope the Lord is." Friends, I hope you all enjoyed this juice this morning. Thank you so much for listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration, the juice. I pray you guys can go forth and have a wonderful day, and I look forward to talking to you all tomorrow, if the Lord's will. Just a reminder, we do have a new episode of the GSL Talk Show coming out tonight. And speaking of chains being broken and freedom, we're going to be hearing from Brother Michael Uvance. Like I said, it's majority his testimony, because I didn't get a chance to really ask any questions or anything like that. But we're going to hear how he broke the bonds, or how the Lord broke the bonds of the LGBT lifestyle from his life. And even though he's been open and honest that, again, it's everything has not been peaches and cream since then. But God has been doing a phenomenal work through him. And so we're going to listen to that tonight on the GSL Talk Show at 7 p.m. And prayerfully, real soon, we'll be getting part 2. Hopefully he'll be coming back, and we'll get part 2 of the conversation as well. But yeah, that's what's going on this Friday, y'all. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I look forward to talking to y'all tomorrow afternoon as well. Bye-bye. And there you go, Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, anybody listening to the sound of my voice. I hope that you all are encouraged and inspired. Bye. Thank you so much for listening, watching, subscribing, and sharing all those wonderful things. Let's give a shout out to NJ this morning for being a pretty good boy. Okay. Shout out to him also for allowing me to borrow Taino. For those that might have seen the image on the cover that's going to be there, or whatever the case may be. That's one of NJ's dogs.
I have one puppy that stinks.
Okay, well, let's not talk about that. That's personal, private business. Because yeah. Anywho, but yeah, man. Today, what's on the schedule for today? Well, we just did the juice. So that's done. I gotta just try to get it out there to y'all. Prayerfully, I'll be getting NJ's hair together,
and then we're gonna go to.
I'm thinking about hold on. We're thinking about it. I'm thinking about doing the lunch thing, because again, like I said, part of our fasting that we're going to be getting ready to do for 21 days of prayer will be us eating at home. For the whole 21 days. That is part of our fast as a family. My husband got his own things he's going to be doing and sacrificing. I'm going to be, doing some things as well. We got to figure out what are you going to sacrifice for the 21 days, NJ? One of the things they ask.
I know.
What can I tell them? What?
For my school, if I get a treat, I say no. I rebuke that in the name of Jesus.
If you get a treat, you're gonna rebuke it in the name of Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that means
no snacks for tomorrow, or no snacks for today.
So no snacks for 21 days. Is that what you're gonna do? Wow, you're gonna have no sweets for 21 days. What? Y'all got this on camera now. Uh-oh. Okay, we're going to let y'all know how that go. I'm going to be like, remember you said that you don't want no sweets, because that's what you sacrificing for the 21 days.
My father doesn't want to eat any more sweets, because last time he ate a little bit of sweets, and I think he just hurt himself. I think.
Well, I mean, that will be a good thing for you, because, you do eat a lot of sweets and stuff, NJ. So if you can do that for 21 days, that would be a blessing. I rebuke that in the name. Jesus. Okay, and you're going to pray about it, and you're going to be praying during that time and stuff like that. That's good. I like that, kid. Healthy snacks. So no sweets.
So when I eat something, then I can get sweets.
You see how he switched that up? Oh, no. We're going to figure it out.
No sweets if I didn't eat anything. No sweets.
Okay,
if I didn't eat anything.
We'll figure out what his 21 days of what his fasting is going to be. Because one of the things they asked me to do as a staff person, or what they asked all the staff basically, is to I guess fast lunch. So I guess I won't be having lunch on those days, on the 21 days of prayer.
Some lunch.
So yeah, man, I know that's about to kick off on Sunday, and I think it's going to be good. Like, I don't know, like, I'm going to be in prayer. I don't know, like I said, what all I'm going to be sacrificing on top of this stuff I already just told you. I mean, I got some things in mind, but, and I don't have anything I'm praying for in particular. It's kind of like how the other fast I did earlier this year was kind of just not that this one came out of the blue, but so I guess I'll be seeking the Lord about that. I guess maybe today and tomorrow. What all. But I do I want to be more intentional. I want to like start doing like I might not watch the mindless TV that I usually would watch. I might start, just watching
Then we're gonna watch
things of
movies.
substance.
That's what I
either
said.
Christian content or that type of thing. Instead of again the mindless
Christian
type
content.
of reality
And
shows
what's
and stuff like that.
Christian
Like during that particular time, NJ. Christian content is the stuff that mommy makes, like studying, like Bible study and shows that are centered around about God and Jesus and things of that nature. But yeah, so that might be part of my thing. Don't do any of the mindless little playing games and stuff like that I usually would do. And maybe read some of these books that some of the people are giving, stuff like that. Do something of substance basically throughout the 21 days. It is God, sex, and love. So I mean, he don't know the word, but
I want to tell them self-control.
Yeah, I'm gonna have some self-control. That's a good way to say it. I'm gonna maintain some self-control with myself. Okay, y'all might already know what that means for me because I done told y'all multiple times. But anyways, I'm gonna try to do that. Obviously through the 21 days of prayer. And we're gonna see. I'm expecting the Lord to move. Like I don't know. I don't have any expectation of like what to expect from the 21 days of prayer or from the what's about to happen with everything. But like I said, I'm expecting good things. I'm expecting that his classes and things of that nature will be going well. I do expect the Lord to move, and right after that, I would think like a week after or so, my birthday is going to be here. So I mean, that'll be something worth celebrating. Finishing up 21 days of prayer, and then celebrating my birthday at the end of the month. So yeah, man, it's cool things, great things is coming, man. Great things is coming.
The people something.
Oh, here come NJ. All right,
so
we're gonna wrap it up now. What? So
this, the firing ring. This is a devil's ring.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. So I'm gonna bury it today, and we're never gonna see it ever again. So we could never see it on a talk show.
Okay, well,
it's a devil's ring. The devil's ring.
Okay, well, I don't know where that came from, but okay.
The devil of fire.
Didn't you find that at the church? Because you always finding something.
I didn't find it at the church. It was just here. It
was here. Okay. All right. Well, y'all.
Bye, everybody.
Yes. Hope you guys have a fabulous Friday, and I look forward to talking to y'all tomorrow, if the Lord's will.
Bye.
Just because you did that don't mean it's closed, kid.